Handoff comes to Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check 50. 51. Hey, South. Motion. Hey, check it out.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely.
And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. A give. This is Cook. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm coming after you.
On the carry, it's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Got it. Motion. Got it. I got him.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Wide, 25 to that. Wide, 25 to that.
And an alley to run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Down, ready, 280. Right there, 56. That's right, baby, they don't want it. Check. Space. Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. 15 yards on the play, first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
49, check 49. Go 14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Got it. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. So we got man. 56 the mic. Check 56. You got nothing in there.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mike 25. Let's fight forward. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Back. 22. Gun. Check. Fresno.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Mike 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 13.
To throw again. Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's third down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it.
To throw again is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Watch the out. Bang out.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Run. Right there. 54 Mike. He don't know no better. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Again, Wilson. Well, he's going to go for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down the middle. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch left. He's tight right there. Hey, 21. Space. Mike's 56.
To throw is Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Mike 56, Mike 56. In your 21. Switch.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
39. Check, ready to go. Check 99. Gun. Motion. 56 to
Ito Smith, his first carry. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Myers' kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson now going to throw again. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ready, you ready? Mike 5-4. It's been a long day for you. Wait! You got tight. You got tight right there.
They go play action now. Ryan on the right side, caught by Green. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion
to scheme open. Now Cook running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun, buying time to his left. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie things at 20 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Back 25! 6, right there, 56. Hey, come on, ready to go!
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Play action. Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Not today, you are. Not today.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Kill. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, South. Go. Check. Right there. 54, right there. Got it. 61, matchbox.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
There's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Tate. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to run inside, but nothing there. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Switch it. Come on. Good job right there.
Now it's Carson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, 0.
Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the 48-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, 59, Daddy. Deuce. Check 3, check. Pilot, 64, weak. Check, cross. Gun. Mike, 56.
Now Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ready, blue 80, 125. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, Hal. Pick the edge. Come. No,
they run again on first down, Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
65. Hey, check 24. 54, South. Check 4. 25. Check 25. He's coming. We got 51, South. Ready to go.
A toss to Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Switch. Check 3. Base.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Hey, South! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill. Hey, watch it. Rush in. Hey, wait. Rush in. Mike's 54.
They run, Cook, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
It's fourth down.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
What? 56, right there. 56. Double dog. That's the way. Check nine. Cut. 56.
Here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Go down. Come to me, it's me. Okay. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing now is Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And some room to run now. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get it together. 39. Mike spot. Got. Mike spot 4. Check. Say. Got it.
Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. They're not ready for this. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Get it.
Now it's the backup Smith. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Falcons, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I still no wrist. But I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know how I sit. Don't touch my cup, you know how I feel. Hey, got your blown, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the drip. So you know how I drip.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam, and he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team
One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.